Oh, got him. Got him. Oh, that was sick. He sort of went off the screen, but he must have been after it. That is a really nice fish. G'day everybody and welcome to another full-scale Fishing Adventures episode. We're currently on a bit of a tour fishing some of the cod dams that I've always wanted to fish. So got to do Copeton 3 or 4 years ago, got to fish Glen Lyon, so I've caught cod out of those dams, but the other one that I really wanted to fish was Pindari Dam. So we've got the boat in the water. We've got ourselves a campsite, which is quite steep for old Kevin, but we've got everything set up. We're coming into, it's about 3 o'clock now. As always, fishing somewhere new. I want to get out, mark some tracks. I had a look on Google Maps, been sort of looking at it for the last couple of days. There's a couple of really nice bays that I'd like to go up and fish, but I want to get tracks marked to be able to get up into those bays so I can fish them on prime time. We're going to do a bit of top watering, we'll do a bit with the active target, and we'll see if we can catch a big cod out of Pindari. Well, first impressions of the lake, it is absolutely wild. It kind of reminds me of Lake Burbury on the west coast of Tassie. The deepest I saw was about 55 meters, which is just amazing to think that it can be that deep. But I've come up to an end, it is 16 meters deep, which is not too bad. So it's 3:30, 3:15. So I'm gonna have a bit of a look along the bank just while the light changes. I'd really like to throw some topwater lures around on the light change. So I'm just gonna mill around, have a look until the light starts to change. And then once it starts to get a little bit dark, get a few shadows, start throwing the topwater around, and we'll do that till evening. And then maybe have a look after dark with the active target and see if we can't see one. So got a couple of options rigged. Both the big Komodos, just as usual, 50-pound braid, 80-pound leader. I'm expecting there could be some big ones in here. I've got a swim bait on one. I quite like that swim bait just because it looks like a little carp. And then the other rod, just got the big tremor on there, but same 50-pound braid, 80-pound leader. 8-foot stick I just think is makes topwater fishing particularly so much easier in lakes. You can just throw the tremor so far and cover so much water with an 8-foot rod. So got those both rigged up. I'll work this through here until dark. Looks amazing. It's still quite deep, but every possibility a big fish could be sitting right up on the edge. I have found in Eildon, if you're going to fish a big topwater like this, you want to be able to land it on the bank and work it back out again. And you don't run the risk of dropping it right on top of one's head. Might be cruising along the bank, because surely the one you're going to catch is going to be up on the edge hunting. Just need to find the active one. Perfect afternoon for top water. Definitely imagine the wind would come roaring through this valley at times. And I think I'm pretty lucky to have it as calm as it is. It's like perfect topwater conditions. They're just unreal rock faces. It's amazing how round they are. Like, how do they get round like that? Would have had to have been underwater at some stage. Just some spots that look and feel very fishy, and I think when you have lots of clear banks, like very steep, very little structure, and then you get to something like this which has got a rock slide, you know, trees, bit of clay, lots of feature, you just know that this is where the big cod are going to hang out. It's just so obvious. I'm just going to cruise around. I've done that whole bank. I've been down this shady one here and there, and now I'm going to work down as the sun disappears down this bank with the trees on it. It's a beautiful time of evening. Surface time just about done. Put the active target in now and just go for a cruise around and have a look and see if there's any fish cruising about. It sort of looks like there's storm clouds off in the distance. Yeah, I've done very little of this style of fishing. But one thing is for sure, I'm crushing my barbs because I absolutely hate it when they choke it. It's just no nice way of getting it out of their gill rakers if you got barbs on. You can actually leave, like, you crush the barb, but it still leaves a little bit of a lump there. So it still sort of serves the same purpose as a barb, but at least you can pull it back out again. There's a big one right there. He must have heard the splash because he moved. It's funny how some of them, they hate the splash. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, got him. Got him. Oh, that was sick. He sort of went off the screen, but he must have been after it. That is a really nice fish. Holy cow, look at him. That is awesome. Unbelievable. He is a magnificent fish. That was sick. I saw him cruising along and I sort of lost sight of him, but he must have been on the bait and he just went over and smashed it. I'm just going to pop in to the bank here. He's a really nice fish. Alright, we just jumped off onto the bank. Check him out. I just like getting in the shallows with a fish because then they don't have to stay in the boat and be out of the water too long. Man, that is cool. That is so cool. Absolutely wolfed that lure. Oh, how cool is this? Check him out. He is a whopper. So sick. Thought I'd just stay out a little bit after dark. He's gone. So sick. So sick. Well, super stoked with that. That was awesome. Decided to stay out a little bit after dark, have a look around, and saw that one cruising along. And yeah, sort of thought I'd lost sight of him, but he must have been right on that swim bait and he just smashed it. Super stoked. Well, it's 7:20. Giving it a good go. Caught a really nice fish, so I'm super stoked. Get to go in, have some dinner, and we'll come out and do it all again in the morning. It was actually really nice to see that fish up high because it shows you that I reckon top water is entirely possible. And it was really good too because I've checked out this bank and this is all like, well, 3 and 4 meters all the way along here, and there's heaps of good timber and stuff, so it was really good to find that out for the morning. So I'll definitely be coming back up to this area first thing tomorrow. Well, good morning everybody. We are up early this morning, gonna head back up the lake. Really like to find one of those fish up high and throw some top waters around this morning. That's the game plan. We've got a little bit of breeze. There was a shower of rain just before, so yeah, we'll just see how we go. And a little bit of light now, so start rolling the tremor through the trees. You'd have to think every possibility of one sitting up high in the treetop or along the edge or something. Well, it's starting to rain again. Oh, nice bird's nest. It's always the risk of trying to cover open water like that when you're trying to punch a huge cast. Surely one will be out and about on this mud flat. Surely can get a big bopper in the rain. It's ideal surface conditions. That's so cool. You can see where I've been casting. It's just a line through the algae all the way down. That's awesome. And that rain does not want to give up. It's funny how it wasn't much forecast at all. I think it was 60% of 1 to 5. It's been raining all morning. Alright, it's pretty wet, hasn't stopped raining all morning. I've done both edges right up that arm with the top water, but no bites. There's another spot that I wanted to check out. It's another arm, bit of a bay, and a little creek that runs in at the top. So thought it'd be a good opportunity. It's about 9:30, I think, but the light's still really low, pouring with rain. Should be good for top water, so just gonna keep on going. Well, this looks pretty good. It's about 12 meters out here, so should be a good depth from here to the bank. Lots of rocks, lots of spindly trees. And see if there's a whopper cruising around. Gotta keep an eye on those hook points. They'll like fold over a little bit and they hit on bits of timber and stuff. Alright. Here comes the sun. Had to happen eventually. Alright, that is prime time, done and dusted, and it is time for me to bail on out of here. Couldn't get the top water to happen, but so stoked to be able to get a nice fish on a swim bait. Very much appreciate you guys watching the channel. I'll catch you all next time.